You're not being ignored. You're just not visible. You think value gets rewarded. But in modern systems, visibility gets rewarded first. This isn't just a minor inconvenience. It's a fundamental shift in how success is measured and achieved. We've been conditioned to believe that hard work, skill, and genuine contribution are the primary drivers of recognition. Yet, increasingly, we see that the spotlight often shines on those who master the art of being seen, regardless of their underlying value. This creates a profound disconnect, leaving many feeling frustrated and undervalued. Look around. The loudest voices get attention. The most polished content gets shared. The most visible people get opportunities. Not necessarily the most skilled. Not necessarily the most thoughtful. Just the most seen. Consider the rise of social media influencers. Their primary skill is often visibility itself. They might not possess deep expertise, but their ability to capture attention translates into opportunities and success. Meanwhile, brilliant scientists, dedicated educators, or meticulous craftspeople often struggle for recognition. In the corporate world, it's often the employee who excels at presenting their achievements who climbs faster than the quiet, diligent worker who consistently delivers high-quality results without fanfare. Modern systems are built on attention, social media, work environments, online platforms. They don't measure depth, they measure exposure. So the more visible you are, the more you're perceived as valuable, even if nothing changed underneath. Algorithms are designed to maximize engagement and screen time. They prioritize content that generates clicks, shares, and comments, pushing it to a wider audience. This creates a feedback loop where visibility begets more visibility. The content itself might be superficial, but if it's engaging, it gets amplified. You don't rise because you're better. You rise because you're seen. This isn't to say that quality doesn't matter at all, but its impact is often secondary to visibility. Imagine two artists. One creates breathtaking masterpieces, but rarely exhibits or promotes their work. The other creates good art, but is a master of social media, constantly engaging with their audience. Who is more likely to achieve widespread recognition and commercial success? In today's landscape, it's often the latter. The shift forces us to acknowledge that the traditional meritocratic ideal is increasingly challenged by attention economies. As Yuval Noah Harari observed, in a world flooded with information, attention is the most valuable resource. Harari's insight underscores the fundamental economic shift we're experiencing. Attention is a new form of currency. When attention becomes the currency, visibility becomes the strategy. So, people adapt. They optimize how they appear, not necessarily what they are. And over time, appearance starts replacing substance. This can lead to a culture of performativity, where the act of appearing busy, successful, or knowledgeable takes precedence. That's why you might feel overlooked despite effort, pressured to present, not just perform, unsure if your work is actually seen. Not because your value isn't there, but because it isn't visible. And the system doesn't correct this. It amplifies it. The more attention something gets, the more it's pushed forward, which creates a loop. Seen, rewarded. Seen more, rewarded more. And quietly, value becomes secondary. So you start asking, is it even worth doing good work if no one sees it? The shift is not chasing visibility blindly. It's understanding the difference. Value and visibility are not the same. One is substance. One is perception. Success is not just being seen. Success is making sure what is seen has real value behind it. True success lies in the strategic integration of both. It means consciously building your value, while simultaneously learning how to effectively communicate that value, how to present it in a way that captures attention. If you ignore visibility, your value may never be noticed. If you ignore value, your visibility won't last. You need to see both clearly. Cultivate your value diligently, and then cultivate the visibility that allows that value to shine. Subscribe to Daily Reset Lab for more perspective like this. Join our community to explore how to navigate these complex dynamics and build a life of both substance and recognition.